Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for the first match of the Castle Story Grand Finale of the tournament. And we are here, finally, on Kairos, the first match of this best of 5. It was chosen by KryukoV in red, so he's on the eastern side, and his opponent, Notnonlokill, on the left side in green. Very interesting to be here. So we are on Kairos. Actually, we have never been to Kairos ever before. Fun fact, it was always banned at all moments. I'm just going to check if I have been pinged for something important. No, alright. So, the final match on Kairos. We have never been on Kairos before during this tournament, during the bracket phase. So, during the time in which the players were playing each other in the group phase, this map was picked a few times, but clearly less than the others. And now we're in the grand finale, and we never actually saw this map being played. So this map pick was made by KryukoV, setting on the right side, and currently we still have 4 minutes left on an aggression phase. So that's why we are going to take some time to explore the map. So first of all, what can we see? It has a huge open space in the middle of it. It really has different spawn areas. So this is one of the spawn areas. Then there's also this crystal over here in the south. The other one here on the right side where KryukoV has started. And then there's another one who's very neatly positioned, I must say, over here between both players, sort of. And then there is the final crystal, which is Notnonlokill. I'm just evaluating what he's doing. It's a rule, it's forbidden to dig under your crystal in the way that it makes it float. So I'm just curious to see what he's doing. Maybe he's just doing a trench, which would be totally legal. I'm just curious to see what he's doing. So, first of all, what do we have? We have, yes, as said, big open space in the middle, but then we also have some floating islands on the side, like many other maps. It reminded me a lot of Kolibri, to be honest, those floating islands on the side, and then also a bit of Orizi Valley, because it happened on the match of Orizi Valley, which was between Notnonlokill and Ruvente in the semifinals, in which Notnonlokill was able to get on one of those islands, make a tunnel, control both crystals and destroy his bridge behind him, and Ruvente tried the same but didn't have quite the success due to Ruvente's due to Notnonlokill's aggressive playstyle. So for everyone, kind reminder, Notnonlokill in green, and we have in red KryukoV. So currently 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on an aggression clock, and so far 6 lances for red for KryukoV. And for green, we have already, well, 8 lances and 1 helmet. So far, let's see how it goes. I'm just going to use this occasion to write a small reminder. Now, I think float might be a better term for this. But so, yeah. We have one island here on the south, which seems to be very easily conquerable for Notnonlokill. We see that he's already bringing out his first conquering ward, so we're already making sure of this. And then we have also, on the other side, we have the workplace ready, but we don't yet have a conquering ward, so clear early advantage here for Notnonlokill. Checking the timer, 1 minute and 20 seconds left. So, just wanted to remind it. It wasn't technically an offense yet. I just wanted to remind it for the players. But yeah, then there's this other floating island. So actually, I think Notnonlokill might have the better spawn here. Why? First of all, he has 2 floating islands on the side. And even though this one doesn't have a crystal, well, it has a bunch of resources. And it might be even an advantage to get to this one and then to this one. So you would have to build the bridges. But if your opponent doesn't spot it, you could basically just arrive to his base. And the thing is, those 2 crystals, I think, if Notnonlokill manages to make the rope bridge over here, he might never lose those 2 crystals. Simply because, yeah, his opponent would need to place one bridge over there, and it's just so far out of his base. It's easier for him, I think, to go for those 2 crystals down south, because they're on the opposite side of the map for his opponent, and so, yeah, you know. So, I'm just making sure, and an aggression phase is ending now, and we are starting with the 40-minute map timer. So as a reminder, how do you win a match? Because maybe you didn't see previous matches or you don't know. So how do you win a match? So basically it's easy. You just have to... Okay, so this is his strategy, so very interesting. But in order to win a match, you have to do one of 2 things. First of all, either destroy your opponent's crystal or kill every Brickton alive. This is during the 45 minutes regulation. If we get over those 45 minutes regulation, also note that there are 6 Halberdier kits ready for Notnonlokill. Meanwhile, his opponent KryukoV has 3 only ready. Oh no, there's another one, 4 ready. So pretty similar, but I think both of the players know this is a finale. There is not going to be a rush or anything like this. But yeah, you have to do those things. So kill your enemy Bricktrons or destroy the home crystal. If this doesn't happen, so we have 2 workers already fighting next to the base, and he's trying to sneak his crystal? Oh no, he's trying to... I don't know exactly what he's trying to do, but he seems to just be trying to cause havoc. But now there's 3 Halberdiers coming, reaction from Notnonlokill, and now KryukoV's worker has to fall back immediately. Actually, he called everyone to the weapon, so will Notnonlokill maybe even try to go for a rush, because now he has 6 Halberdiers on the way. 1 worker is running back, so there are 2 workers, no, only 1 in the base. So this one might even place the second sentinel. And now, yeah, what is he going to do? So his 3 Halberdiers here are following this worker back to the base, and actually KryukoV was already busy laying down a lot of bricks. So we saw here there are 2, then there are 2, now he had to drop this one. And the thing is, I think he tried to make like the conquering towers like he has in the spawn, but with 1 conquering rod, and now he has to respond because there are 3 Halberdiers coming to his base and there are 3 more coming. So he will need to equip his weapons right now because, okay, he doesn't have enough kits against his opponent. So now Notnonlokill immediately reacting, sending 1 of his Halberdiers back, but regrouping later on. And now there are 3 more coming. So will this be an early rush or sort of a rush? It's technically still a counter-attack because KryukoV started with the red worker trying to, well, literally undermine his crystal, I think, because it would have destroyed it. And now actually we see that for the finale, Notnonlokill has a new meta. So this is something we have never seen in this tournament, but there he is. He basically digs a bit underneath and then tries to put them on top of it, which is, I think, very creative, but we will see if it works like it's intended, because for now the meta was always to build towers like we see on the right side here, or as was tried on the left side here. But now KryukoV will the counter-attack, so he has 3 Halberdiers shielding his workers, and now Notnonlokill recalled the other 3 Halberdiers, so this is a 3 versus 3 fight. So in green we have Notnonlokill, and in red KryukoV, so now 1 worker of each, 1 Halberdier of each falls back. This is pretty standard stuff. But now actually KryukoV called 1 back because now the Halberdiers, as the Halberdiers run away, he can just go for the workers, and the workers are easier to kill than the other Halberdiers. So the worker also now has to fall back, and now there are Halberdiers running everywhere. The thing is, KryukoV has a safe space in his base because it's just nearby, and the other advantage is it's just nearby. So you can just call 1 back, and your opponent, if he tries to do the same, he has to run all this way, and in the meantime you can actually, what he's doing right now, get him really far away from the rest. So now he called people to weapons in his base, and now, but he only has 1 sentinel in his base actually, and there's another sentinel over here. So this one will have done some damage to the Halberdiers on the way. But yeah, KryukoV still here with 1 Halberdier, pushing the offensive, but actually Notnonlokill with 1 very low worker trying to pursue. I don't think this is a good idea. Actually, this worker was the one who conquered my base, so just FYI in case you were wondering, because yeah, there is no spectator mode in Castle Story, so I had to join in as a player, and then one of them had to conquer me. It's a bit tiresome, but you know, things you do for this game. Alright, so you were wondering what the tower would look like So basically it's a tower like this. Usually the players will also put another Merlin on the side, like 2 Merlins on the sides, simply so that one player cannot simply attack the bottom stone and then just destroy the sentinels on top, because this is how it works. Now we can see KryukoV falling back from this advanced position because Notnonlokill pushing onwards. So 5 halberdiers again in the field, and I think he will be trying to destroy his other conquering ward. It makes sense for Notnonlokill to push here because it's close to his base, it's basically next to it, so all this area is almost the middle of the map, and since Notnonlokill green has a very offensive strategy and has always had in this tournament a very offensive way of playing, it makes sense that he would just try to destroy it over here. And yeah, now we're gonna see a big fight, so now we can see this is exactly what I was talking about. The halberdiers going to destroy the stone, and I think the conquering ward will be down, because now they are just trying to target out. Yes, there we go. Conquering ward is down, the halberdiers survived, and now 2 halberdiers from each side are running back. But now Notnonlokill in pursuit of KryukoV, who is in pursuit of his halberdier. So the thing is, they will not stop until he stops, but the thing is, if he stops, he will get attacked and probably die. And the thing is, if he would run back to maybe like push the other halberdiers back into his halberdiers, the thing is, his opponent wouldn't do the same, and he would just die because he's so low on health, like 2-3 hits and he's a goner. So right now it would be just easier to pursue, plus there is the other sentinel over here, so this one is gonna help a bunch because it's gonna start shooting on them, and it's gonna be a huge issue for them. Actually, I think the crystal might even be shielding this, because I thought maybe from the diagonal they could attack, but it doesn't seem like it. So very interesting metagaming, which Notnonlokill came up with, and I'm just gonna say it, but this is how you differentiate between normal players and exceptional players, because they will find... Actually, it's a bit floating, it looks weird, but I think it's just a visual bug, because a bit of soil was taken, like, there you can see the difference. But this is a way of differentiating between normal players and exceptional players. They will have a unique playstyle, and they will just do things which you never saw before. Maybe KryukoV will come up with something else, maybe even more crazy, more... you know, but we don't know that yet. The only one who showed it so far is Notnonlokill, so maybe we're going to see more. So actually, over here, southward of KryukoV's base, we have a 4 versus 3, so he might lose 1 halberdier in the mix here because he's getting singled out, but he's actually calling him back already. 2 halberdiers as before in pursuit, and he says, okay, you know what, you can run back actually. I'm just going to hit everyone, because if I do this, if I start to hit every one of yours, you will have no one left to fight actually, and then I can even more press my advantage, because, well, it's a 4 against 3, there's no way you can win this. That's how the meta works. And now actually Notnonlokill called him back, but he forgot him, and ooh, so close. Will maybe KryukoV be able to finish him? And yes, he finished him off. So first halberdier died over here. It was Notnonlokill's halberdier. He was not able to run far enough. But now, yeah, Notnonlokill coming back with 3 others, so technically it's roughly equivalent from the health side, and we saw that, yeah, that's what Notnonlokill was trying to do. KryukoV now has to run back into the hall of healing of his healing ward to regenerate his people, and the kids are starting to take a hit, and now also we can see that he's coming back with another conquering ward, but this one might actually get destroyed. So the first soul of Fanta flowing back here, but actually Notnonlokill already sent another halberdier into the field, and now we see what I was talking about. We see Notnonlokill getting ready for the bridge, so 2 ropes are down, so now there's only the wood needs to come, and I think maybe 9 planks would be enough over here, 8-9 planks. So yeah, also same strategy as KryukoV, healing ward over here, and actually even a sentinel, so we can see that also this was a conscious choice. He put his sentinel over here because it attacks this whole area, and this one is a bit more exposed, but here are his racks on the side, so he can easily defend, I guess. Otherwise, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe later on we would see more sentinels being put around here, just in case if it turns defensive. But so far, he has enough iron ingots to produce a few more kits or even a few more wards. So yeah, only thing for Notnonlokill, the brimstone might be getting low because there's nothing left, and actually he only has 5 stockpiles. So this shows you to see what kind of metagaming it was. And now we see he has the mid control, so to say, and KryukoV is coming to contest it. He also put down another conquering ward and actually keeps the worker nearby, so I think he might be calling him back. Or try to do the tower and then put the conquering ward on top. And actually on the other side we see also just a few stockpiles, but a very different layout. And now it's fighting in the middle, and actually Notnonlokill is already falling back, so maybe he's trying to rush his opponent, so he's just trying to destroy the conquering ward, and then he's just going to leave because it will do a lot more damage, and it's way easier to do a lot damage like this than to, yeah, and actually we see KryukoV preventing this, already having his worker pick it up. And so the question is, will his worker now die? And remember, if the worker takes hits, he will drop his object. So the thing is, the Conquering Ward only has 4 hits in it, and now the Walker is running back, but the thing is, he has to focus it, and now we can see, will he maybe even try to go for the Walker? Actually, he might, because, well, no, he doesn't try it, and now he 4 hits, and there we go, the healing, the Conquering Ward is down, and now the 3 Halberdiers full in health, but they are starting to pursue the 3 Halberdiers, and the Walker is starting to come back the other way around, because this is a circle. So, meanwhile, now we can see Conquering Ward and the Sentinel put down on the other side. The thing is, this is pretty much a dead spot, so very interesting to see what's going to happen. And KryukoV is still in pursuit, so Notnonlokill will see this, but he will not react for now, because yeah, this is basically his guarantee that his opponent will not rush with only 3 people, because if you have only 2 Halberdiers, you can actually pretty much even the odds. And now there's even another Halberdier, so learning from his previous experience, he's ready in case his opponents rush in his direction. Also, it's a pretty nice trap. 2 more Halberdiers even coming by, so 3 Halberdiers are ready to help the 3 Halberdier brothers, and there are even now 3 other Halberdiers coming in, so 6 versus 3, and there's even a Sentinel. So the question is, will KryukoV follow them back, because now he's going to get pushed back by an overwhelming force, and he cannot take this fight, because if he takes, he's going to lose so many kids and so many people in one swift attack. He cannot fathom this and survive it. Yeah, and now we see that this is what I was talking about. We have a perfect fortification of this tower here. So the idea is, it's not all resistant. The thing is, you need to destroy this one on the side and then the block below it, so it takes much more time, and actually the Sentinel can do then a difference and has technically more hit points, or it is at least harder to destroy. Now Notnonlokill once again in front of his opponent's base. We might also note that they both only have 1 crystal, so very interesting stuff. And yeah, KryukoV right now pumping out the iron ingots just in case, because he's going to need all the Sentinels and all the Conquering Wards he needs. And now, just in a bit of a standoff right now, because even now if he calls back a 4th guy, he still cannot push outside of the base. He would need 2 more people, and there we see it. He just put the helmet over there, so now he has 3 more kids ready to take it, and he actually might just even equip 1 more or even 2 more people and send them over there. Meanwhile, a worker is coming up front with the 6 Halberdiers, so I think the idea is going to be to push the Halberdiers, and once they are pushed back or even pursued, the worker is going to come in and maybe destroy the bricks, because the worker has an easier job destroying bricks than the other people. And now KryukoV is just falling back, but then coming back again, and now they're all fighting in front of the Conquering Ward. The 1 people will get singled out, Notnonlokill and KryukoV all sending 1 back, and now it's the overall fallback for Notnonlokill, because KryukoV, well, with the Sentinel, there's really not much you can do on overall setting, but I think he could maybe even try to go the other way around, because, yeah, now we can see that there's 1 Halberdier alone, and actually the Walker was able to come up front too, but no one died. So right now is pretty much a standoff, and I think what's going to change things is the bridge here of Notnonlokill, because he's going to be able to put 2 more Conquering Wards down, which is going to change the power balance, and then his opponent will also have to act, and I think it would be only logical for KryukoV to start building a bridge over here and then digging through the mountain and just easily take the other one too, and so he can equalize compared to his opponent. Right now he's going to push out again, maybe just to scout, not sure that he might be going to for a rush. But yeah, at least he tries to take the fight, which is odd, so I think he's just trying to lure his opponent in, just trying to say, hey, what are you doing? Come here, come here, come here. And, but he doesn't take the bait. Notnonlokill knows better than this. And, yeah, we can see that he is also planning another tower over here, but so far not much success. And, yeah, now it's, again, skirmishing at the front here, at the front. But overall, not much is happening. So, let's just check out what is happening all over the map. So, meanwhile, in the middle, 3 Halberdiers and a Sentinel against 6 Halberdiers, yep. There's another walker over here, and I was talking about before that actually Notnonlokill used all of his brimstone in his base, and I think he used a fair bit of iron, so he will have to find new resources, and I don't think he started digging over there yet, so actually this might also be a very important point for him, because he has no more brimstone, and without brimstone he can't really do much. He still has 2 iron ingots, which is enough for most of the job, but yeah, it might become an issue for him, and actually this one halberdier is just safeguarding this other passage in the meanwhile. And now we can see, oh, actually what happened meanwhile, Notnonlokill was able to push his advantage, and now one of the halberdiers died. I think there are still 6 people here, so this must have been one of Notnonlokill's people. No, not of one of KryukoV's, and now Notnonlokill is having to fall back because KryukoV is coming with a knight. So 3 people and a knight, 3 halberdiers and a knight versus 5 halberdiers falling back. Another one already fell back. So now the question is, can they take it? Technically, they could just single out every time a halberdier and a halberdier and a halberdier, and the knight is slower than the other halberdiers, so he might be able to... This is a fake. So he might be able to press the advantage, but actually he didn't. And now in the base, so we have KryukoV with another halberdier of his, and is there maybe already another knight kit? So there's a shield, there's a sword, but there is no helmet yet. So most importantly, there isn't a helmet yet, and actually the knight is going to stay here to safeguard this conquering ward, because otherwise it will go down and you will lose control of it. And now he's just going on the other side and saying, okay, you know what, I'm just also going to destroy this tower of yours, so you can see how it happens. And yep, there we go. Brick goes flying. And actually now, Notnonlokill having pretty much the advantage. How is this bridge coming? There we go. So the last worker bringing in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 2 planks? Or doesn't he have more? I don't think he has more right now. So that's why he's only bringing 2 planks in, because he doesn't have more apparently. So very weird. So, but there will still be 2 planks needed for finishing this bridge off, so to gain the advantage. Right now on the match timer there are still 23 minutes left of regulation, and now KryukoV even here with the archer, knight, archer and halberdiers, but right now the knight is having to fall back because he cannot do much against 5 people, and now the thing is the archer is going to fall back, no problem, but will the knight be charged? Remind you that the knight has roughly 1000 health, shield with the shield, so now he will have to call in all the halberdiers to rescue him, and now actually he's falling back. Notnonlokill green is falling back because red, and now he's coming back even with the knight. It's a big old melee, and I think the goal will be to target the knight, because the knight is an equivalent of 5 iron ingots and he's slower, so he's a far easier target. Now one halberdier is starting to get low, but he's really ignoring everyone, and the knight will be down. Will he be down? Actually, it's so close, and the knight is still alive, and oh, so close to the stockpile. He was so close to putting down his kit, but actually the knight is down, and now the halberdiers are storming the fortress. There is really not much they can do, because now 2 halberdiers already are down for the cost of 1 knight. So economically this is worth it, but the thing is, the time until you get the people back, 3 people are now down. 3 halberdiers have been lost, and there's another one which is really low on health. So has this gamble paid off? Will it be worth it in the end? We don't know yet. But yeah, at least KryukoV is now pressing his advantage. He has 6 halberdiers, 1 archer, and is there maybe even another archer kit? Something? No, there's only 1 more halberdier kit. So actually he's even getting low on kits at this point. But now he's having to push the advantage because, yeah, his opponent just lost 3 people. We can see them... Wait a second. Yeah. 3 souls flying back here. And actually now he's able to press his advantage, and he's staying in the middle. He's not pursuing them further, although I'm pretty sure that if he wanted to, he could just try to destroy the Sentinel and the Conquering Ward. Because in his base, actually his opponent only has, well, 1 beginning of an archer kit and then 3 halberdiers kits, so technically he could equip everyone. And now actually the bridge is finished. The 2 workers might have started to put down the conquering wards, but now he's seeing the aggression of his opponent, and with the archer is going to force them to fall back. And now the 4 halberdiers, so the archer is keep going to firing on the crystal even, so now they have to react, and I think they're just trying to lure the fire away from the sentinel, because the archer can slightly outrange the sentinel. So now on the opposing side, or rather on the defensive, and we can see in the background, I don't know if we can see, no, we cannot see in the background, we heard in the background, the kits being equipped, so now there are 2 halberdiers joining the fight, and there's even a 3rd one on his way, a 4th one even, so 6 halberdiers are back in the front, So now it's again advantage Notnonlokill. There's one worker we can see running in the background. He might even be coming over here. But now, yeah, even if he has one archer, it doesn't matter. For one archer, 4 halberdiers against 6 halberdiers, he doesn't stand a chance, so he has again to fall back. And actually it's going to be a big old brawl. But yeah, I think KryukoV saw that there's an overwhelming enemy force facing him. And so now even the second archer might not be doing much work. But yeah, and so actually he split up his force, I think rather accidentally. But yeah, now Notnonlokill, after the re-aggression, is waiting in the middle, so he split up his opponent split up his force, so it's a bit confusing, I think, for the AI, not knowing in which direction to go. I mean the path-finding AI, by the way. But yeah, now actually he dealt with the enemy re-aggression, and now the odds are a bit more even, and I think KryukoV might be pulling out a second Knight kit soon. The question is, we can see his resources, it's very low on resources overall, so he has a bit of stone over here, but he used almost all of his iron, because making those Knight kits is really expensive. And I don't see any more brimstone, so actually I'm way more curious to see why he didn't put down a bridge yet to do what his opponent is about to do. He put down another conquering ward here, so this crystal is again his. But yeah, if he wants brimstone, I think this is the closest he's going to find some ore around here. And now actually he's just pushing out of his base again with 4 halberdiers and 2 archers. So might 4 halberdiers and 2 archers be the counter to 6 halberdiers? We are about to see it. And actually this worker seems to be still a bit confused. I think he's trying to dig for the brimstone. But yeah, I think it would just be easier to just send them for this one or for this one immediately. Or even go through here, dig, and then get the brimstone here. But yeah, big old fight in the middle is about to happen. So we can see that KryukoV sent back his archer. The archer are getting targeted by Notnonlokill. This is his signature move almost, to target the special units, and that is one halberdier having a bit of trouble in the middle. This halberdier is going to run back to his base. And now, might the other halberdier die? It doesn't look like it, but people are getting low all over the place, and the 2 archers are actually helping out a lot here. So now Notnonlokill is being pursued by KryukoV's mixed force. The question is, how long will this be lasting? Because he has now 4 people running back and roughly 4 or 5 people pursuing him. The thing is, the halberdiers could technically win the fight for him, but those 2 archers make it really impossible, and as long as there's no one in the melee for the archers, this is going to be a huge issue. And now we can see him, Notnonlokill, conquering the 2 wards on the island, and now actually he's having some troubles, and 1 other halberdier died. So now KryukoV won another soul of his enemy, floating back, and now the question is, this sentinel will start shooting, but actually it didn't, and now Notnonlokill with 1 low, 2 lows, and the archers are coming forth. Oh, this is incredibly shiny. So it's better like this, I believe. So the archers start shooting on the conquering ward just below us, because, yeah, if we look at it like this, it's... So, this is better. Okay, so we can see those 2 archers shooting on the conquering ward, and right now nothing is happening. So, yeah, KryukoV really pressing the advantage of the 2 archers, trying to take them out. And actually in his base, what is happening? Well, not much, because he has enough kits, but is he calling? Yes, now he's calling everyone to the kits. And will they be in time to save the conquering ward? There's no way they're going to be in time. So now he lost his first conquering ward. Actually, it's Notnonlokill's first conquering ward he has lost. And now with 6 halberdiers, he's trying to push the 2 archers. And actually, yeah, the sentinel is still active, so sure, it's starting to deactivate due to the crystal, I believe. But yeah, now they are starting to push again. And yeah, now they are being pursued, so 2 archers and 3 halberdiers are falling back. But actually, yeah, the crystal is down 0%, so he's going to have to put another conquering ward down to it. No, actually, one of KryukoV's halberdier almost left behind here, because Notnonlokill is targeting the archers. The thing is, if you stop targeting the archers, they are just going to stop and start shooting on your opponent. So this is the really neat advantage of archers. And now actually we can see KryukoV putting back a conquering ward and the sentinel, and we also can see that Notnonlokill already targeting this very brick with the walker who came all the way across the world. Very incredible stuff. While his halberdiers are falling back, he's ready to sacrifice the walker, but he didn't make it. So close. The crystal was about to be destroyed, but actually now another worker which Notnonlokill has lost. Crazy. And there's still this one guy, Spiru, still in the base of KryukoV. Nothing to do, nothing happening here. But yeah, and now actually he's trying maybe to destroy the enemy block, but no, he's going on all out the attack. One archer, so he's trying to get to the special units. He's going for the archer here, for the other one here, but actually KryukoV lost one of his halberdiers already, and now he's trying to finish the job he did before, but now actually another brick is being laid down, but it doesn't stop him from destroying it. And now actually Notnonlokill is able actually to fall back. There's another halberdier who died, so now this is actually tragedy, because all of the souls KryukoV had on his opponent, actually right now he lost 2 in a nick of time. And yeah, his opponent surely lost 1, but out of the 3 he even lost the Conquering Ward. So this is Conquering Ward and Sentinel, so this is a huge blow to his economy. And actually we notice that in the middle of the map there's still fighting going on, so one halberdier trying to fight against 5, so those are huge odds. There's maybe no way that he's going to win it. But yeah, he's falling back to the 3 other halberdiers, but actually Notnonlokill is not pushing the pursuit. And actually he's just taunting his enemy. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so now they are pursuing deep inside the enemy's base. And yeah, so now 5 halberdiers coming close to the opponent's base. There's still one healing ward here, which you could put down somewhere if you wanted to. But actually, he doesn't have a full night kit ready, and he's getting close. Now, okay, so now all the halberdier kits are being put in the field. 5 halberdiers are taunting him over there. There's actually one who is a bit low from what I see. There might be another one who is low, because there's sometimes, what do you call it? A visual bug. But yeah. So right now there are in regulation 13 minutes left, so in roughly 3 minutes I'll try to send a message warning them that there's only 10 minutes left. But yeah, so you have KryukoV right now with 3 halberdiers in the field, 4 halberdiers even behind if he wants to, 1 knight kit and 2 archer kits, and with some good defenses, I'm going to say. And yeah, but so far having trouble with the brimstone and the iron. Both are getting low. We can see no brimstone here, almost no iron here, and he doesn't even have the ropes to put a bridge down here on the side. So yeah, remind you, after 45 minutes regulation, what is going to happen? If you did not destroy your enemy's crystal or kill all of his bricktons at the same time, remind you that this is a firefly, this doesn't count as one alive bricktron, this counts. What's going to happen is the player with the most conquered crystals is going to win, and right now it's 2-0 for Notnonlokill, so he still has, well, KryukoV still has 12 minutes to change the odds, but, well, we cannot be sure about this, if it's even going to happen. But yeah, he has 1 conquering ward ready, and technically he just needs to build a bridge here and a tunnel over here, which surely sounds easier said than done. But it might give him back the upper hand, because yeah, just simple put the conquering ward down here and get the ore, the brimstone, and yeah, you're basically back in the game. You can start again pumping out knight kits, because technically if he would want to, he could just start printing knight kits, and I think he's ordering his people now to go for this brimstone source, because I don't see why otherwise you would send out 3 walkers at once. But there's 1 halberdier of Notnonlokill for the counteroffensive, and actually both of them just met in the middle, so now it's a really odd moment where they have to run back, and the halberdier is like, wait a second, hold here. And actually on the other side of the map, KryukoV sent also out one of his worker, just going to destroy, cause some havoc, but actually there isn't another conquering ward down, and the sentinel doesn't do any damage, so he might be trying to go over there and take it, but it doesn't look like it, because now the halberdiers are coming back. They are trying to, well, stop what he's doing, to be sure, but I think the worker might be able to get away with it, because there's no archer who might shoot him in the heel. But yeah, we will see about it. So Notnonlokill right now has 1 archer kit about to be ready, and 1 more halberdier kit. Actually he has basically 2 archer kits and close to 2 halberdier kits. And actually, as I said, also he destroyed the bridge here, which is a very smart move, because then your opponent cannot cross here either, and he will need to build his own bridge. So now, actually, you reminder when I said it, he has like 2 archer kits. Actually, he has 3 of those. So now 4 halberdiers, 3 archers, maybe even a 4th one. So there is 1. So there are 8 people. So this is with the conquering ward putting it down here. And there's even another one, another halberdier over there. I think he's just trying to mess with him, lure his opponent out. And then we have like, yeah, 1 archer on his opponent's side, 1 knight, and 3 halberdiers. So will there be a big clash in the middle? And actually, KryukoV trying again to put down a conquering ward over here, and he didn't even try this time to build like a stone structure or whatever. He just said like, okay, you know what, I'm going to put it down somewhere. And the question is actually, is he going to go there? Because it doesn't look like it from what his worker is doing. And I really would not understand why he would try to put it down here. Maybe he's just trying to push his opponent's base. I'm not sure what he's trying to do with this worker. And I think now he caught him too, and he was like, where are you going with this? Come back here. And yeah, there we go. But yeah, now 5 halberdiers, 3 archers, and is there even... Yeah, there's 1 more worker in the base who is, well, basically going to craft even more archer kits. He might be called to weapons with another archer kit. But yeah, right now, 9 people... Well, no, not 9 people. 8 people on the offensive here. 3 halberdiers, 3 archers and 5 halberdiers. And on the other side we have 3 archers too, but only 3 halberdiers and 1 knight. So again, going for the conquering ward, this is going to be destroyed in a nick of time. And actually the thing is, the archer advantage is pretty equal, so I think Notnonlokill was trying to imitate his opponent. And now he has 3 halberdiers as well, but 2 more halberdiers versus 1 knight, and technically they couldn't win this. But the thing is, since there's like this whole support from the archers and everything, if he manages to split it up neatly and equally, it might be even possible. On the other side, KryukoV still has one archer in the base, so he might be able to call him back to the rest of the troops. And actually now Notnonlokill is starting to fall back. Will KryukoV pursue? Yes, of course he will. And we missed the 10 minutes mark. God damn it. So 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Actually, 1 archer trying to take the fight, but 1 versus 3 doesn't end well, especially if you're just 1 archer. So he should be very low, and actually now the archers are pursuing. And yeah, Notnonlokill assembling everyone around his advanced crystal, basically, which gives him a huge advantage because it's like a choke point to his base. And now KryukoV also assembling all of his forces. We remind you, if one of them loses all of his people at the same time, it will be game over. So very important to keep that in mind. There are 3 archers here and 5 halberdiers. Is there someone else over here? No, actually there is not. So now taunting the enemy, and now actually there are 3 halberdiers, 1 knight and 4 archers. The sentinel starts shooting again. It's operational because this conquering ward is doing its job and the crystal is his, so the sentinel knows to whom it belongs. And actually now the halberdiers are going they're going for the knight, or some are going for the halberdiers. Actually, this halberdier might be low. Actually, yeah, it's one of Notnonlokill, and one of the halberdiers is dead. The 4 archers doing their job incredibly. And now all out fight, the knight is down, but most importantly, the knight is down. But actually another halberdier might be down, so 2 halberdiers died for 1 knight. The thing is now the 4 archers can easily press their advantage, because even though there are on the other side 4 halberdiers left, there are only 4 versus 3, but actually there's 1 more archer, so the archers might be able to do a lot more damage than his opponent. And the question is, they can outrange this opponent, this sentinel. So now they're all assembling here and they're trying to outrange it, which works. Well, I mean, even if you're 4 people, you can just easily outrange it. And actually he's even putting forth his halberdier to tank the shots, but the sentinel is saying, no, I'm not going to tank to aim for the wrong target. I'm going to attack what's attacking me. And now it's forcing Notnonlokill to come back with his 4 halberdiers, and there's 1 archer in the background. And now he's trying to tank the shots from the opposing side. And now, is he trying to get to the fight? Or no, the halberdiers are coming to rescue it. Now everyone is fighting, the archers in the background are coming back, and now 1 halberdier might be down. Actually, or will an archer die first? I think 1 halberdier might be dying. Actually, 1 of them died. It was long, so I think it was one who... Yep, it belonged to Notnonlokill. But the thing is, now his halberdiers are trying to pursue the archer, but can they really pursue the archers much further? Because now there are 3 archers here fighting out with KryukoV's other archers, and this is incredibly because all of the map constantly is in movement, but Notnonlokill overall manages to have the advantage over his opponent because he just have the map control on the side here with the island. And yeah, so what's happening here? KryukoV sending 2 people back to his base. On the other side, the 3 halberdier of Notnonlokill are running back. And now in the middle we have 2 archers and 3 halberdiers in pursuit of 3 halberdiers. And over here we have 4 archers. So I think this is Notnonlokill's response to KryukoV's archer, well, usage. And now the 4 archers doing their job because they thought it was maybe unguarded. I think this one halberdier might be dying. The question is, will this archer die too? And actually the halberdier run back into cover and the archer run back too. Now everyone is reassembling their forces. And I think KryukoV knows that this fight he cannot win because there are just, yeah, 3 halberdiers and 4 archers. And now, going back to the base, going to refit the equipment and everything, and we have 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the regulation. So, very tense match, but so far... Actually, is this a mess over here? No, it's just a few planks of wood lying a bit all over the place, but what a mess. But yeah, right now, Notnonlokill having a clear advantage, and if KryukoV doesn't manage to destroy those 3 Conquering Wards, which I think he will not be able to do for one simple reason: he doesn't have a bridge over there. He would need to place a bridge over here, or worse, even have a catapult be ready to shoot, but he doesn't have anything with this kind of range or strength. So I think the first match is going to be a clear victory for Notnonlokill with a 3-0 shards advantage. But right now KryukoV says the fight isn't over, I didn't hear no bell, and now he's coming back with 4 archers and 2 halberdiers. Actually, does he have any more troops? Yes, he has 1 more archer and 1 more halberdier coming back, 1 more firefly being ready to respawn. So KryukoV right now is coming back. And actually, is he going to ignore his advanced position, or is he trying to flank him? Because now 4 archers versus 4 archers and 3 halberdiers was soon 1 more halberdier. But mostly also 1 more archer. So 1 worker died. Was this a worker? No, it was an archer. One of the archer of Notnonlokill died, and now actually he forgot to position them over the side. And now as the halberdiers are pursuing his halberdiers, he's starting to shoot again, doing intensive cover fire. But right now, 5 archers now for KryukoV. It's still 3 minutes to go, so this is getting incredibly short. The archers are going to win this fight very easily and maybe kill even this archer. So now KryukoV says, okay, you know what? There are, no, Notnonlokill Green says, okay, you know what? There are 3 minutes left to go. We're going to fight it out at the base because there's 1 halberdier already waiting there, and there's only 1 sentinel since the beginning of the map, and there's actually nothing else left. So I'm just going to... 3 minutes are left in the timer, and now actually the 5 archers are doing incredibly work at doing suppressive fire. The thing is, if you want to flank the archers, you should come from the other side. The problem is, yeah, well, those are 5 archers. They are going to defend themselves incredibly well. Actually, one of the halberdiers tanking the shots, but while he's tanking the shots, he's starting to shoot at the sentinel. The question is, will KryukoV be able to destroy this opponent's base and the crystal and win the match, or will Notnonlokill Green be able to defend his base? And now he's calling the all-out aggression, all-out war. So one of the enemy's archers is dead. He was sliding down the hill. Actually, another one archer has to fall back. Now there are 2 archers up here, 2 more archers in the base, and actually the halberdier is doing most of the work. 1 halberdier already down. Will the second one be down too? One of them run back to the base. Actually, another one is down. 2 halberdiers are down. Now KryukoV using his advantage. He doesn't have much left because he already lost 2 of his halberdiers, and the last one will die too. And I think now there are only the archers left of his, and the question is, will those 4 archers, one of them already died, be able to do the difference? Because we have 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock, and now actually he told everyone to not shoot, because I think he knows he's going to win this just on time, because he has more because he only has to hold up to his base and maybe even kill the enemy archers, but they are just going to rush him, because yeah, the archers technically can do more damage if you have 1 halberdier to bind each of them. The thing is, he only has 3 of them, so the archers will have to help and bind 1 opponent, and actually he's keeping just 1 guy in reserve. If all of them were to die, then he would still have 1 guy left and wouldn't lose, because he wouldn't have any brick chance left. And now actually the 4 archers trying again to go for the sentinel, which is already down half of its health, but they're not doing much damage, to be honest, because the archers don't do much damage against the sentinels. And now there are 4 archers against 4 archers, so this is an incredible end of a match which we are having. One of the archers is down, so now it's 4 versus 3, and now actually KryukoV has to call them back to the base, and I think he knows that this fight is lost, because now Notnonlokill is starting to pursue his opponent, and even though they fell back just around the hill, they are just pressing the advantage, and we are having 30 seconds left. So I think we can say that this is an easy win for Notnonlokill. Actually, KryukoV saying, I don't take this for but he's still running around. Okay, so yeah, he doesn't even try to destroy this conquering ward. I think he just called them back to his base. And there we can see them running back. And now, yeah, the 4 archers and the halberdier, the 4 archers, the worker, and the 3 halberdiers able to press the advantage. And meantime, Notnonlokill actually was even, and in the nick of time, actually, even with him regulation. So the first match is over. So what happened while everyone was fighting in the base, actually, Notnonlokill Green was able to send one of his worker through the map into his opponent's base, and actually the sentinels couldn't do anything, and now he lost his crystal, and just as the timer rung, he lost the match and the map, and so the first of one, the best of 5, the first map goes to Notnonlokill. We will be back in a second with the second match. Stay tuned.